she's the Daemorite's public occurrences.
You're back. The glowing sea. Virgil. What happened?
I found Virgil. He has a way inside the Institute. But I need a code from a Courser
A Courser chip? You fought a Courser? Oh my god. Unfortunately, I can't help you. I've worked on a lot of synths, but never a Courser. I don't know what that chip does, let alone how to decode it. But there are people who might. I work with a group that, well, they're the only ones I know that even have a chance at cracking Institute security. The Railroad.
The Railroad?
They help synths escape the Institute. I don't know who they all are. Usually an agent of theirs just shows up with someone who needs One of them gave me a code phrase. Said it would help me find them if there was ever an emergency. Follow the Freedom Trail.
Any idea what the code phrase means?
I'm not sure. But I remember there was a pre-war landmark with a similar name. I'd start Hopefully there. They've placed other clues to tell you where to go after that. Hidden somewhere in plain sight. That's how they think.
In my secret club, the code phrase is just 2 words. Awesome and me.
Yes, well, that's not going to help you here. But I'm sure someone with your creativity will be able to figure it out. The Railroad can decode that Courser chip. You just need to find them. Are you all right? No headaches, heart murmurs, or muscle tremors? I don't often say this, but I hope heaven is looking out for you. The mind is a very delicate thing, and you've been through a lot. Be careful out there. You've been through so much. I hope you find some peace one day. The mind is a very delicate thing, and you've been through a lot. Be careful out there. I don't often say this, but I hope heaven is looking out for you.
You chilly? It seems chilly.
trying to stay on good behavior. You're here. Who's there?
Something's found ya!
Welcome, Patriot, to Boston Common.
They never just want to talk.
So that's not right. Huh. It spins. Oh, so it starts with R. There we go.
Right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my question. Who the hell are you?
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
I don't want to get anyone into trouble.
We'll find out, one way or another. Last question. Why are you here?
I tracked down and killed a Courser at Green Tech Genetics. Now I need help. Breaking the code on his Courser
You
chip.
have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party. What gives with my invitation? Oh, I see you invited the Courser killer. Nice.
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a Courser? Single-handedly? Oh, that'd give even Gloria a run for her
Newsflash,
money.
boss. This lady is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating her, you might want to show this Courser murdering machine a little courtesy.
I
Just a
owe you
thought.
an apology. Anyone who kills a Courser is good in my book. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the Railroad.
Who are you people, exactly?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only
Yes,
friend.
we need to let her in. She's got an intact Courser chip, for God's sake.
That violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. She killed a Courser. There's no way she's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege. We'll discuss the details about your chip inside.
We having fun yet?
Don't try anything, stranger.
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a camera right now.
The least of which is losing. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Hey, Dad. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a Courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages.
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the Courser chip.
Why do you want the Courser chip?
Institute Tech is light years beyond what we have. And a Courser chip is top of the line. I'm not gonna get into details, but that chip could help us save lives. Maybe throw a wrench in some of the Institute's operations. So, hand over the chip.
I don't know. I might need that chip later.
This isn't a negotiation. This is a demand. To anybody else in the Commonwealth, all you have is 2 caps worth of salvage. With us, that data is priceless. But we're not just going to give that away. Talk to me again if you change your mind.
Hey,
Made up your mind. We decode the Courser chip for you, but after that, it's ours. Deal?
no way. That chip is mine.
Then we're done.
Excuse me.
Made up your mind. We decode the Courser chip for you, but after that, it's ours. Deal?
Fine. It's yours.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little Courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you.
Don't try anything, stranger.
We're in. Chip accessed. Just hope the analog connected to this.
I don't know.
What? Oh, man, don't crash. Together.
Memory hiccup.
Every so often, boom.
Encryption
It's hard to
algorithms.
keep track.
All right.
Maybe under all that is a synth.
Or maybe not. He's a synth. I'm telling you. He may not even be alive.
This is gonna be... Come on, baby. Show me that.
Hey there.
Give Tom time.
Wait.
He'll get that chip. Give Tom time. He'll get that chip.
Got you, Institute bastard. I got you. Soft in. Come on. Show me that sweet bass. There, we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape.
Good work,
Oh, yeah.
Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy. If we're going to be dealing more with each other, I need to make sure that we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
Yeah. I know all about them.
Good. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
That sounds like slavery.
Exactly. So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
I risk my life for people every day. Makes no difference to me if it's a human or a synth.
Well said. Someone with your skills, your beliefs. Normally, we'd try and recruit you. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
After you leave, I get to do a full security sweep so we can get out of here.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Your leader was just being cautious.
I'll take hurt feelings over becoming the Institute's plaything any day.
Exactly. Kind of killed our chance at a friendly first impression, though. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
So tell me, why did you vouch for me?
I've heard a lot of things about you. Enough to want to give you a chance. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The railroad needs you.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the railroad got your back. Appreciating the moment really is a lot.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
After you leave, I get to do a full security sweep before you can get out of here too.
Blue, where are your pants?
Come here again if you need to meet us. We'll know you're coming.
wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well... You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well... You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well... You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey,
I have the code.
suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free. Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relators on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well? You gonna say something, or do I have to beat it out of you? Hey, I'm talking to you. Well?
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises, but if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute relay. I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I've got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that's my only hope for ever being normal. so you find it. Go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
I think we found a new frontier of foul. You want to get out of here? I don't think we'd make pretty ghouls. These were here. Wait, are those Brotherhood markings?
Cavalry's arrived. And it looks like they sent in the big guns. I don't know where you're going, but if you want to remain a part of the Brotherhood, I'd get back here.
You're going into the Institute alone? Sounds like a suicide
Excuse
mission
me,
to me.
Paladin Dance.
Cavalry's arrived. And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
That ship. I've never seen anything like it.
Amazing, isn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxson's here. And that means we're going to war.
Who's Elder Maxson?
He's a dangerous man, that's what he is.
Maxson is the commander of this division of the Brotherhood of Steel. He's the model of what every Brotherhood soldier hopes to become. If we're going to war, I can promise you that he'll be leading the charge. That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwen up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
You haven't lived until you lived a ramen with the vertebrae.
Hostile during the flight. I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. Commonwealth looks different from here. It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battle changes from here. We're gonna need that until we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons will learn in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. Everyone down there believed in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. There she is. It's been far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
You really do have a talent for finding trouble, don't you? Well, don't go all quiet on me.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted. Welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I field promoted her to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor her entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Then what's a soldier supposed to look like?
A soldier is supposed to be an efficient killing machine. Not a relic from the past playing catch-up with the rest of the world. If Danse hadn't stepped in and vouched for you, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Accepting outsiders like yourself has proven disastrous in the past. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxon's address, after which he wishes to speak with you. Anything else?
Can you tell me anything about Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxon is the supreme commander of the Brotherhood. Without his tenacity and his vision, we'd still be a small group of complacent stragglers, occupying the Citadel in the capital wasteland. In a mere decade, he's grown the Brotherhood of Steel into a major military force. He's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything else? I'd appreciate your attention, Initiate.
Yeah, where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxon grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else? Do you have anything to say?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
You got a new assignment.
Yeah, research. Cold steel, angry scowls, lousy haircuts.
Prestigious.
Beats guard touches I wouldn't expect.
Vanguard.
You're kidding.
Been out into next rotation. I'll try to leave a couple of super mutants for you.
Lucky bastard.
Welcome aboard, Elder
Blue? Where are your pants?
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on. Watch your step on the flight deck. So how did it look out there?
We've got
Paladin
a lot
Dance.
of work ahead
You're
of us,
supposed to
brother.
be at Maxon's address. Get moving, Initiate.
Paladin.
You're supposed to be at Maxon's address. Get moving, Initiate.
If you're looking for a way into the Institute, you should talk to Proctor Ingram.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off of the Cridwin's
The
hull.
last person that
From the
disobeyed
outside.
Captain Kells.
Dance.
You're supposed to be at Maxon's address. Get moving, Initiate. You're supposed to be at Maxon's address. Get moving, Initiate.
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes
The main
ago.
deck is off limits until the
can't
address
fix
is
it.
completed. And
You're the one who decided to take your way to the planet.
There it is. Thanks, brother. I owe you.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty, and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it
They are
infects the
experimenting
surface.
with dangerous technologies
that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time. In the Institute, scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. Notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. If it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Ad Victorium.
Ad Victorium.
itself.
Ad
Victorium.
I
If it
care
looks
about
dead,
them,
you know.
Put one
The
more
people
in
of
its
the
head for
Commonwealth.
good measure. I take the chance.
I can see that. They're playing with fire, and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of knight. Befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride. Something amiss, Initiate?
Only a knight? Why not a paladin, like
The
Dance?
Brotherhood maintains a strict hierarchy, organized by rank. Paladin is several ranks above knight, and it took Dance many years to achieve that. With your continued loyalty to the Brotherhood, I'm certain you can attain the same. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
Elder Maxon, I have a set of plans to build a signal interceptor to get me inside the Institute.
An intriguing proposal that I'll have to seriously consider. However, before I allow any of my soldiers to breach the Institute, careful preparations need to be made. In the meantime, I need you to follow my orders and remain patient.
I understand, Elder.
I know you're disappointed, but I need you to view this from my perspective. I'm not willing to risk the lives of my soldiers based solely on a set of crudely drawn plans. Give us time to validate the information you've discovered. Then when the time is right, I promise you, I'll do everything in my power to construct that device. You're dismissed, Knight.
Stray radio signals keep pinging the array. Gonna try
Elder
to
Maxon?
figure it out.
Trying to minimize reactor jitter.
Take some time to
Adjusting
familiarize
compression
yourself with the ship. Then meet me on the flight deck for your mission.
Vertibird docking systems and fusion coolant feed systems reporting green.
Elder Maxon?
Take some time to familiarize yourself with the ship. Then meet me on the flight deck for your mission.
Reactor at 100% efficiency.
Congratulations on the
what are we gonna
promotion,
get for our
Knight.
camera right now?
Tighten up the meter. Now split the difference. So you're the new knight, I heard.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers.
Remember your 3 C's. Cranium.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot. And leaves that memorable ozone smell behind.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness.
If you find any technical documents.
This is our supply.
When I get off duty,
Paladin
that
Danse.
Salisbury
There you
steak
are.
is mine.
How did it go with Elder Maxon?
Maxon seems so young compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxon's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
Why are you so confident in his abilities?
A decade ago, the Brotherhood had almost gone completely astray. The Elder before Maxon sent us down a path that was leading nowhere. He was more concerned about charity than the preservation of technology. But when Maxon took over, he single-handedly reprioritized the Brotherhood from the ground up and put us back on the path to glory. This ship and its crew are a testament to his leadership.
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
So, what's all this about you being my sponsor?
Elder Maxon is understandably particular when it comes to new recruits. He believes in order to keep the Brotherhood strong, we have to bond as brothers. As your sponsor, it's my duty to travel with you throughout the Commonwealth to ensure that our ideals are being observed. That's why I'm so concerned about your performance in the field.
I won't let you down, Danse. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding. I think you should stay on point. Instruments seem to be right on target.
Proctor Ingram.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Not what I was expecting. Hey, walking away like that is just plain rude.
Ingram?
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Not what I was expecting.
I can handle myself.
Hey, if Paladin Danse vouched for you, that's good enough for me. You just don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Prydwen's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
I hardly noticed.
Can't tell if you're patronizing me or trying to be polite. How about I just forget you mentioned it? Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them. Come on, I have inventory to count.
Wait, buy them? Since when does the military sell equipment to its own soldiers?
Since someone dropped a whole bunch of bombs and blew up every single factory, keeping the Brotherhood supplied takes caps, and everyone contributes to the cause. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do. I really don't have time for this.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in heaven. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
I heard that Elder Maxim got that scar on his face from going one-on-one with the Death.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier.
Sure, go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Check your records, Doc. I'm not from around here.
What's that? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease.
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Well, there was this one really ugly guy in college. I mean, I had to get drunk and it was a dare.
That hardly qualifies, so I'll just put no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know. Please state the nature of your medical emergency.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Ignoring me? How infuriating.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
Well, I'm pleased you agree. There are other scribes within the Brotherhood that consider fictional material essential. But I refuse to allow them aboard this vessel. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew. You were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I could lend a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Commonwealth is a huge responsibility. But we'll do the job.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Krigman's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, sister?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Having the Prydwen moored above the airport keeps the Brotherhood within striking distance of the city.
We'll stop the Institute. Max.
For the Brotherhood.
Let's get airborne. Muzzle forward, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release. Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights.
Take that.
Going weapons full. Threat neutralized.
We are the future! You'll never leave here alive! Only one of us survives this! And it won't be you!
Hey.
Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
Wait there.
Hmm? Keep boarding that garbage. You're going to take us down. Judging from the amount of dust present, it's safe to assume we're the first people to investigate this location in quite a while. There isn't much left to properly identify these remains. This area seems to be...
Sweet. Perfect.
This area has obviously been abandoned for quite some time. Let's see what we found. Found an ammunition drop.
What's that? Ah!
Paladin.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
How could synths bring about our destruction?
If the synths reached the point where they outnumbered mankind, how long would it take for them to decide we were no longer necessary? They certainly possess the capability to make more of their own kind, so we'd become expendable. And with Institute technology on their side, nothing could stop them. Not even the Brotherhood. It's a nightmare scenario almost too terrible to contemplate. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed. You should head back to the Prydwen. I'll take care of the shells. And the mess.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way. Because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
The best weapon for survival out here is a pocket full of caps.
Signal grenades are usually reserved for our paladins. In your case, you should be grateful that I'm making an exception. I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead by now. I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here